Hi, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Giovanni Carrasco, and my presentation is titled Sustainably Chaotic. Now, just to get the agenda down, what we'll be doing today is defining the problem, individual sustainability, micro scale sustainability, nuclear power usage, and finally, drawing our conclusion. Now, for starters, let's get started. So, let us define the problem before we start discussing anything else. Now, humans have always waged war. Unfortunately, sustainability has always been the last thing considered. This can be changed by individual soldiers, micro scale military operation, and nuclear power revisions. Moving forward, we'll be discussing individual sustainability. Now, individual sustainability can only be achieved if this is implemented amongst every single soldier. This can be improved upon in two ways: biodegradable ammo casing, as well as increased soldier retention. Now let's analyze the first supporting for individual sustainability with biodegradable ammo casing. Now most of the shooting that any service member does in the military is conducted at ranges. And resulting from this, especially in those areas, they become very highly polluted. Whether it be the powders, the actual bullets that are being sent down range, or the shell casings. You can imagine by thousands of hours, thousands of military members shooting their weapons on these ranges, just how much pollution can happen. Now, I will say they do sometimes gather the shells and repurpose them for the bullets, but not every single shell, as well as the actual bullet traveling down range, can be collected and reused. Now, massive investment from the US has been put into biodegradable ammo casing, which shows a need for such ammo. Now, I'm sure that the military spends a lot of money gathering these shell casings and repurposing them. However, it may be cheaper to simply just have biodegradable ammo casing, especially for training ammunition. A journal written by Myung-Hung Kim and Byung-Chul Sun, Young-Tae Lee, titled Study on the Improving Thermal and Mechanical Properties of Eco-Friendly Materials Used for Training Ammunition, states, because training ammunition is used in large quantities during military drills, the problem of environmental pollution occurs. As most of the waste is left out in the training field, using biodegradable polymers such as polylactic acid, PLA, can provide a solution to these environmental issues. However, biodegradable polymers such as PLA usually have poor thermal and mechanical properties compared with other general purpose polymers, so they need to be improved before they can be used for military purposes. Myung-Hung et al. 2018. Now, this just goes to show that the military has been investing a lot into this. However, more research and a more of a push for this needs to be done, as there are just a lot of little kinks that need to be ironed out. Now, moving forward, increasing soldier retention. The United States invests a massive amount of resource and money into training of each soldier. This is very apparent in recent wars such as the Ukraine-Russian, where they're just simply taking civilians and throwing them onto the front lines. America invests thousands of dollars into the training of each soldier. By increasing retention, this will result in reduced resource usage and return on investment. As reported on the US Army website, it costs anywhere from $55,000 to $74,000 to train a soldier, by Kim in 2018. Now, as you can imagine, the cost may be significantly higher for Air Force members, Navy members, and just more specialized roles. So the US Army and all branches spend tens of thousands of dollars on training. That is why increasing soldier retention is almost vital to our return on investment. Now, moving forward, let's discuss micro-scale sustainability. Hybridizing vehicles can save millions, if not billions, of dollars. The United States military uses more oil than any other country in the world. So by reducing reliance on imported oil, this can be very beneficial to the military. Hybridization can also improve stealth capabilities, since they are notoriously known for being very quiet. Results from hybridizing vehicles has already been proven beneficial. As the example I'm about to give, the LHD-8 amphibious assault ship uses hybrid technology that was predicted to yield significant savings on fuel as well as lower life cycle costs. Now that the ship has been in service for some time, the estimated cost of savings was reported by multiple sources to be expected to save $250 million annually in fuel. Mako 2010. $250 million is an absurd amount that we can save. And it almost seems like a no-brainer. I mean, multiply this by how many ships we have in the Navy, multiply this by how many years they run. We're talking billions of dollars that can potentially be saved. Further exemplifying the importance of hybridizing vehicles. Now, secondly, for micro-scale sustainability, implementing solar panels for gadgets used on front lines. Modern warfare is dictated by the use of small gadgets such as night vision, drones, optics, and attachments, to name a few. The cost of solar panels is incredibly cheap and easy to install. They can also be used to supplement fossil fuel generators, which goes to show the versatility of solar panels. Many people may think that if we're switching to solar panels, it's all or nothing, when in fact, it's honestly best if we mix the components and use solar panels as a supplement to fossil fuels. In the textbook titled Environmental Science and Sustainability, it is stated photovoltaic solar panels can be applied at many scales, from small ones designed to recharge a battery-powered device, like a phone, to an array of 1 or 2 dozen panels on a rooftop, to hundreds or thousands of panels covering many acres on a solar farm. As you can see, this further shows the versatility. Whether it be small gadgets or an entire Ford operating base, solar panels can be the solution. Now finally, let's discuss nuclear power usage. Nuclear power usage. Nuclear power has been in use for some time, but its implementation hasn't been large scale compared to other countries like France. The US military has been the largest investor in nuclear power, both nuclear weapons and actual reactors. So this further demonstrates that our knowledge on this area is very extensive. It is one of the cleanest forms of energy pertaining to air pollution, which is honestly our biggest issue worldwide, with how much we burn fossil fuels from driving place to place, and so many other factors. Now, according to an MIT study titled Future of Nuclear Power, it states, with regard to nuclear power, while there has been some progress since 2003, increased deployment of nuclear power has been slow in the United States and globally. With our extensive knowledge of nuclear power, we can utilize this and no longer rely on outside sources for fossil fuels, such as Russia or Saudi Arabia. It almost seems as if nuclear power is a no-brainer, almost as if France was ahead of the curve, and we can see the benefits of that. Now finally, let's draw our conclusion. In summation, the US military has many ways to become environmentally sustainable at all levels, from individuals to micro and macro scales. By implementing biodegradable shell casings, higher retention rate, hybridization, solar panels, and a stronger reliance on nuclear power, the US may just have a chance at slowing down the pollution juggernaut we call the US military. I would like to thank everyone for listening and taking the time out. And God bless you, and thank you very much. Good night.